So the sun is setting. The sun is setting on another day, and actually the sun is setting on another year. 2013. Glad to see the back of ya. I've been flying around in this new world trying to find the exact location for what I want to do. The sun is setting. Okay. So actually, let me set the sun back up. Okay. So this I'm a little awkward because this is my first Minecraft video that I'm doing, and that's part of the reason why I'm in creative, because I'm awkward and I don't want to have to worry about fighting with zombies whilst zombie fighting whilst trying to keep my mind and thoughts going forward. Anywho, all right, let me get out of this and then tell you what I've been doing. This is my third world that that I've built in Minecraft, or that I will be building in Minecraft. So I'm not a pro. I'm not even very good at a lot of things, but a friend of mine had suggested that people might be interested in what I do and my perspective on things or whatever. But I thought I'd give it a shot. It's kind of fun. Like I said, I'm not a pro, but I enjoy the Minecraft so much. So these are my plans. I'm in creative because I came into this world. It was an ATG. I think that's alternate terrain generation. One of the things that I added to my mod pack. Ooh, that's going to come in handy. And I started looking around, and I found this great hill. I think that's a magnificent hill. Just so cool, with a big, wide, flat, open top and everything. And since I'm not the greatest at the Minecraft or at anything really, I knew that I couldn't do a series of tutorials because I'm not that good. And all my other worlds have been based on, like, I would get in I've only done 2 other worlds, but I'd get into the spawn area and I'd hunker down and, try and find food and survive and never be totally happy, because I was always just trying to survive the first little while, and then I'd build a base and then I would just expand it out from there. When I played Unleashed the last time, I found this really amazing forest with a beautiful waterfall, and it was a beautiful clearing and stuff. And then I started to expand out and started to build this wonderful little world. And then that's when I realized that I probably should have recorded the process of this, the before and then the finished. Well, it wasn't totally finished, but the finished product. So that's what I kind of decided to do with this. Only I'm not going to just build one single base and for survival and then branch out from there as need required. I wanted to do some plotting and planning this time and build an actual, almost like a little village. A village that would have lots of different areas, but all be connected by kind of a single central point. And for me, in this world, that's my single central point. I've never seen this kind of tree before. It's called a witchwood from Ars Magica. I'm excited. And the leaves fall down. And this is going to be like the center of town. So this little village is going to have lots of little different elements. And you know what? Whilst I'm doing this, let me find a tree. I want a little bit bigger tree. Let me go over to this tree here. I'm going to kill this tree. I have to go out of creative for that, because I love this first achievement. Are you ready? I am. Alright, there we go. Do I get it? Yay! I'm getting wood. It's just that much fun. But I'm punching this tree down so that I can maybe make little signs and put them up as I'm working out where everything's gonna go in this world. I want to make some signs here. And so I can walk around with signs. See, look, I can leave that in there and it won't come flying out. I'm going back into creative for a minute. Creative. Okay. So this witchwood tree from Ars Magica, I love the leaves falling, and I love that it's like out and it's open. I have no idea if it's an evil tree, but I just like it. So this is going to be like the town square, the center of town. I'm going to build some stuff around it and water and planties and stuff like that, which I really enjoy. Then I'm still going to have a long house. Well, I'm going to call it a long house, my central hub. But it's going to be specifically for like my bed and my noshery and basically all the prepared food stuff, because in the agriculture mod, there's so many things you can do and prepare. I'm excited. So I'll bring all the prepared foods over to the longhouse, and I'll have tables and candles and everything set up. It's going to be very, very cool. I'm also going to have like my main craftery area over there. Then I'm going to excuse me, there was a zombie. Then I'm going to have I'm going to call it something silly like my grand library. And the grand library is going to have I've never ever done Mistcraft before, and I was really excited or intrigued at the very least about Mistcraft. So I'm going to explore Mistcraft, and it'll be my research area and my library, and I'll have lecterns and pages and linky books and all that stuff in the grand library. I'm walking over here because the sun is setting, and the sun is a beautiful sun. I'm going to actually plant a couple of trees whilst I'm going over there for a bit of wood later on. Just to plant those. Oh, I'm uncreative. Look at this cool. That's a better volcano over there. Lots of volcanoes. So, as the sun is setting, I'll talk to you about what I'm going to do. So, I've got the longhouse, the grand library. Then I'm going to have the kitchens. And the kitchens will be the central place for all my kitchen-nitchery and cooking and agriculture mod stuff. And I'm very excited about that. Around that, I'm going to probably out the back door of it or something, I'll have like a crop field where I'll plant, if I can get useful foods. I used useful foods in my Unleashed pack, and boy, I liked that. If I can get useful foods, I might add that to this mod pack. I'll see. But I'm going to plant, the basic stuff like carrots, potatoes, wheat, and barley, and pumpkins and melons and stuff like that. And, oh, beautiful sunset. That's a beautiful sunset. Okay, let me turn it back to dawn. Okay, so I'll have my fields over there, my food fields, and I'll have berries and stuff like that. But then also, I'm going to have a pasture. Ooh, there's an Enderman over there. I'm going to have a pasture, and I think this is the place for it, right down here. So I don't have to deal with, like, I almost said meowing, but like the baaing and the mooing and the oinking and the stuff like that. So I'm thinking over here, I'm going to have my pastures. Chickens, cows, sheep, pigs, those kind of things. So actually, let me put this down here. This is my pasture. Pastures. I don't know how to do a down arrow. Down there. Okay. Done. Okay. That'll be fun. Okay, then after the fields and the pastures and stuff, then I'm going to do a Tinker's Cottage. In Unleashed, I started playing around with the Tinker's Construct mod, and I loved it. I loved it so much. All my tinkering is going to happen there. The tinkering. Tinker's tinkery place. So there'll be like a little, quote, store that you'll go for all of your tinkering needs, which I think is pretty cool. That's very cool. Then I got to have a magic makery place. As I was flying around in this creative world and looking for a place, I saw these almost naked women types running around and little green sparklies, and I found out they were dryads. And then I looked into them, and dryads actually, if you can lure them to your place, they'll help things grow faster. Oh, I thought that was amazing, that they're not just mobs out to kill you all the freaking time. So I'll have my magic makery. Ooh, and in fact, I think what I'll do is I'll mine some of this basalt, if it is basalt, and make and then I could like dye purple wool and make my magic makery place out of basalt and purple wool. Oh, that would be so cool. All right, so that will be like the part of the village where everything, where you go and get magicked up, which I think would be very cool. Then, last time I built a world was also the first time that I played around with the Twilight Forest. And, well, I fell in love with it. I thought the Twilight Forest was amazing. Which way does the sun set? West, over here. So I'm thinking about putting the Twilight Forest over here somewhere. I'll find out when the sun sets. Ooh, I just saw barley and cotton over there. I'm gonna go get some of that. So I'll build this like at one end of town. I'll build this beautiful garden area with lush trees and water and flowers and yumminesses, and I'll make it really delicious. And then there will be the portal to the Twilight Garden where the sun sets. Twilight. So that'll be on that side of town. And then on this side of town, because I have to and I hate it, I'm going to build a nether portal-y thing. I hate the nether so much. I just hate the nether. There's nothing I like about the nether. Except it looks really cool. But I hate the nether. And I don't want it close to the middle of the village because that woo, woo sound that it makes. So, and you got to go to the nether sometimes. So I'm going to build my nether portal maybe over here. Nether hell portal crap. So maybe that's what I'll call it, my hell crap. That's funny. Alright. So hell crap over there, Twilight Forest over there. So I'll make a power facility and I'll have all my engines like underground and the quarries will be all underground. And then I'll have a sorting facility and an ore processing plant and all that kind of stuff. So that will be there. And then also over by my my kitchens, I love cooking and foods and stuff like that. So I was amazed at the process that the agriculture mod added with cooking and all the different sorts of like machines and counters and stuff. And so I'll build like a little cafe over here. It'll have tables and candles and ovens and kitchen-y stuff. And then I'll have like maybe a drop box that will put it all over, or half of it, some of it, whatever, over to the longhouse. So I'll have my noshery in there with kitchens with tables and stuff too. I think that'll be cool. I'm going to have my apiaries set up down there. And I'm not totally in love with the whole bees thing. I don't dislike them that much. But the only reason I want to do it is so that I can get different trees not only the seed oil producing trees and the saplings to ferment to create biogas or mass or whatever the hell. I think it's gas, right? Biogas engines. Anyway, I'm also going to use all those different trees, and throughout the town, which will be connected by little sidewalks and roads and stuff, throughout the town, I'll have little areas of gardens and planters and trees and orchards surrounding the town, which will show all the trees that I've bred from the forestry. It'll be nice. The other mod that I added to this pack was the magical crops. It seems really exciting and cool and difficult. So I'm going to have like my carrots and potatoes and wheat and barley, and then I'm going to have like magical crops and grow magical crops, which I think is just going to be so cool. And if that's kind of close to the ore processing center, it's all good. It's all good. So let me turn it one more time to Dawn. I've just been talking on and on and on and on and on here. Burn, Skelly. My point for starting this video is to show kind of the before, so I can have a before, during, and after, kind of the process of it. I'll come on periodically and do videos to show my progress to my little witchery village. I gotta come up with a good name for it. And I think it would be cool for document purposes to kind of see what I started out with and what it's going to become. I love that little area. That's going to be the village. So I'm going to come back down to earth. Oh, there you go. And there I am. There I am. And I wave to you goodbye. Thank you. If you're interested in any updates on this, just subscribe to my channel. This is the first video on my channel. And if you're interested in keeping track of my progress, just let me know. Any comments would also be appreciated. All right. Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.